That was a very no, I was gonna say something, but no, I did not. I had to just throw it up. There was a second left. It wasn't no, just I guess a little bit of a lucky shot, but no, we'll take it. But I did not call glass. I'm not a
Gotcha.
big off the glass guy in general, so I can't take credit for it.
Yeah, mostly kidding there. And this one is more serious, but I'm curious your reaction to it because this is from a statistician far more professional than me. You're the first player in NBA history to have 24 points, 17 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 blocks, and 4 3-pointers in the same game. Do you have a reaction to that?
I mean, it's nice to hear, but when it comes to those stats, I felt like you can make up a stat with anything nowadays. I felt like stats should be, in general, like 5, 10, 15, 25, 20, 25. So it has a certain, kind of like, so it's consistent. Obviously it's hard to find the same exact stat as I had. 24 is random, 17 is random. So it's nice. Obviously, I'm glad I played well and I had, I was able to have a good all around game that helped us win the game. But as far as that, it's nice, but I don't necessarily care to be the only player to ever do it.
Thanks, Vooch.
Darnell, go ahead.
Vooch, I'm curious about your block shots. In the first 10 games, you had 10 total. Over the last three, you've got 8. What's the difference for you just blocking shots?
I think just being a little more active on the defensive end, and timing it a little better. Obviously, I know I've never really been a big shot blocker in my career, but just trying to, bring an extra effort on that end. Obviously, with us being undersized, just trying to do a good job on that end, trying to protect the paint. Just use my size and verticality, and then sometimes if there's opportunity for me to go up and block a shot, obviously I'm going to go for it. But I think it was just for me being a little more active in the right spots at the right time and timing it well.
Joe?
Booch, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, after that Miami game, that was probably the rock bottom as far as we've seen from you is frustration level and disappointment. And you kind of promised you'd work your way out of it because that was the only way you know how to correct your game. What exactly has changed in the last couple of weeks from that? Was it just the work, or is it more of that connection of, okay, we're whole now? Zach's playing now, DeMar's playing now. We're getting consecutive games with each other. That feeling out process continues, and now I know what I need to do.
No, obviously, I took advantage of the time that we had without games just to put in extra work to work on my game all around. Also took time to look at a lot of game tape, see things that I wasn't doing well, and if there were things I could improve on. And one thing that when I spoke to Billy that kind of stuck out has helped me is obviously he knew that I was frustrated with shooting the ball, and he was like, obviously as a player, you want to shoot the ball well, but his main thing was I shouldn't let that affect the rest of my game. And when I looked at that game, I really felt like that was the biggest thing. Obviously I didn't shoot the ball well, but I wasn't, doing whatever else I have to do as a player on the court, and I let that affect the rest of my game. And I'm too good of a player to do that. I've been in this league for too long to let a bad shooting night, or even if it's a couple of games, doesn't matter, affect my whole game in general. So I think I just, was able to kind of regroup and just kind of come back and focus on just playing well, doing things that I can control, and then the rest gonna fall through. And I think even like tonight, I didn't really get going much until the second half, but I was able to do other things that kind of kept me involved in the game and kept me in rhythm. And then as the game went on, I was able to hit shots, especially in the fourth, and everything ends up working out. So I think just early on, I was just trying to, once things that didn't really go the way I wanted them to, and I was trying to maybe get them going and force it a little bit instead of just kind of keep playing and keep doing what I usually do, and things work out. So I'm glad I've been able to play better, and that we've been on a good run, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Thanks, Vooch.
Mike?
Hey, Vooch, I know you guys aren't at full strength right now, but do you think these last couple nights are kind of an indication of what it could look like or should look like with 3 all-stars in the same lineup?
Yeah, for sure. I think that, we have a lot of talent, not only, Zach, DeMar, and myself, but I think with all the players that we have, we're a team that can, get a lot of guys involved, a lot of guys that can, score and in different ways and in different nights. And but yeah, I mean, obviously, with the three of us, now we when we all of us play well, it's just very hard for defenses to defend that because you take away one guy, then somebody else is going to be open. I think that felt like tonight. That's kind of what happened, especially towards the end. They were really aggressive on DeMar, and then I was able to get open threes and knock them down. And then some other games, they're going to be focused more on Zago. So it just depends when you have so many options on the court, and then also with the other players that we have around. It's hard for defenses, you just can't just take away something because something else is going to be open. And so I think one thing that we did well, I think that thought that tonight, especially, I mean, you look, DeMar and Zach, they had both 30, I think, or something, and they both had like 9 and 10 assists. And just shows, there's just so many ways that we can impact the game. And they did it tonight. And it's great. I mean, when you trust your teammates, when everybody's involved, everybody's going to be able to score, and it just makes us that much better.
Vooch, we got one more for you. Sam, go ahead.
There's been so much talk this season, discussion. You've been asked all the time about Zach and DeMar, how they get along, how they work together and all. Were you feeling at all, left out as far as your contribution? Not that you were upset about it, but that you could do more and that, you were part of this fit with those two?
No, I mean, I wasn't necessarily upset. Like I felt like I was left out. I was more, kind of upset at myself for not doing what I can on the court. And that was just more that, as a player, as a competitor, you want to always play at your best. And sometimes that doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, I didn't necessarily care. I mean, I know I had the support of my teammates. I know they always support me when I wasn't playing as well as I can. And so it was just a matter of time, I felt like. And yeah, so no, I didn't necessarily care. I don't usually care for those things at all.